going on, YouTube? So, I wanted to make a video kind of introduction. I've been doing like Instagram and TikTok for 2 years now since I started the company, and everybody's been telling me, "Hey, you need to do a YouTube channel." So, here we go. A little bit about me. I'm a fireman. Been working in the fire department for about 10 years. Decided I wanted to do something a little bit, more on the side and maybe branch out of the fire department. It can be pretty physically and mentally taxing. So thought, what, let's try something a little bit more. I love the outdoors. I love being outside. I love being in the woods. But let's try something a little more less mentally taxing. This is still physically taxing, but a little less mentally taxing if you discount the business management side of things. But I want to do something fun, and I've always been kind of drawn to land clearing. And so 2 years ago, I was like, you know what? I sold my house. I used all that to start this business, and so I want to kind of go over what machine I have and what I'm running and stuff like that. So let's take you for a little walk. So I have a Caterpillar 279 D3. It's a high flow system. I have a Dennis Samoff 150. So it was kind of nice because Ring Power here in Central Florida, they sell everything, so it's kind of nice. I could loop everything together. Also have a 84-inch grapple, which I'm very glad I got the bigger one. This thing can handle some serious trees, and it moves stuff around pretty easily. As you can see, the machine is pretty dirty. I just got finished up with a job, and the next video is going to be how I kind of clean and maintenance this thing. So I took the stickers off, thought it looked kind of cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I got. I got a bucket with it. It obviously comes with it. And I've had a couple questions about my trailer. Don't mind the board there. Kid project here. I started out with a Big Tex gooseneck, and it was nice. It was just so long, and it looked so empty. With having just a couple attachments on it, I had all this space, and it towed pretty nice, but it was just so long. Pretty much wherever a semi could go is where I could go. And so I was like, you know what? I actually saw another fellow land clearing company. They are up in, I believe, north of South Carolina or something. They actually had this exact trailer, and he said it was perfect because he had the same thing I did. He had a big giant gooseneck, and it just didn't work for him. So I went with the triple axle. It's running a decent amount of weight, but this thing can handle it no problem. Still got the big ramps on it, so it's easy to load. I don't have a fuel tank on it. Eventually I will get a fuel tank. It's just, haven't really, I've just been using cans, honestly, and it's just, I'm going to get one, so we'll see. But yeah, I love this trailer. It's tows really nice. I get better gas mileage, or diesel mileage, whatever you want to call it, miles per gallon, than I did when I had the gooseneck. It's obviously a little bit lighter. It's 24 feet of deck. So pretty sweet. Mounted a little toolbox up there just to keep my job site stuff. I got fluids and sanding disc and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got. So this thing is a 2022, and bought it brand new. We love this thing. It's actually going in for PM today. So like I said, my next video is going to be just getting it cleaned up because I got a job coming up here in the next couple days. So I need to get it all cleaned up and get the belly pan cleaned up and clean out the engine bay. And funny story, I actually had a fire in this. So the wiring harness, let's backtrack. So this model does not have DEF. Anything under 75 horsepower does not have DEF, but it does have an EGR. And so I was chewing up a bunch of pine trees, and pine needles go everywhere. And so I guess a pine needle had gotten stuck in between the EGR, the exhaust system, and the engine. And I was just going to town mulching, and I started throwing a bunch of codes. And within half a second, the machine shut down. I was like, that's not good. I had literally just looked in my rearview mirror, backing up. As some of you know, mulching, you go forward, you back up, you go forward, you back up. And so I looked back again, and smoke's pumping out of the engine bay. Luckily, I just refilled my water, and I ran back here. I doused it. I was able to get the initial fire out, but I didn't know if it was going to come back. And so I had to run 1,000 yards, almost, or probably not 500-600 yards, something like that. It was far, to where my truck was, and go get my gallon jug. Came back. It hadn't reignited, so no problem there. But that was the first time I've ever had anything like that happen. So, well, this is going to be something. It's going to be a pain, but ended up not being too bad. It was really just the wiring harness and a couple sensors. Cat was able to come out on site and get it fixed for me within 4 days, and haven't had a problem since. A lot more diligent with cleaning it out. From Dennis Samoff, when the rep came out, because when you buy a Dennis Samoff, you have a rep come out, and he actually kind of tweaks the tuning on the hydraulic motor inside the mulching head, and we'll get you a couple more GPMs. It's all done under warranty since Dennis Samoff is sold by Cat. And but he was telling me every 4 hours the thing needs to be grease sharpened, and you should probably blow your engine bay out. So religiously every 4 hours that gets done. Well, it still didn't work. So now what I've been doing, and I haven't had a problem since, is whenever my machine goes into regen, I stop mulching. I put it at you can lower the RPMs a little bit while it's regen, and so I put it at the appropriate RPMs, and then just kind of let it sit, open up the engine bay door and all that stuff, and haven't had a problem since. A little bit more diligent with really getting any kind of leaves or anything that's fallen down behind that motor where the exhaust is. And so, but yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, but the reason why it caught fire is because it was in regen mode. That pine needle was sitting on the exhaust, and the exhaust gets extremely hot when it's regen, and so it just lit fire and caught the wiring harness on fire. But anyway, so that's what I got. That's a little introduction. I wanted to mention one more thing. The reason I bought the Dennis Samoff head, like I said, is they send a rep out. They are incredible. Anytime I have a problem, I can call my guy up, and he'll walk me through the problem or say, hey, this is what you need to do or get or whatever. They send you extra parts. When you buy Dennis Samoff, I believe it's the only company that gives you a second set of teeth, which can run you anywhere from $500 to $1,000. They actually give you a gas-powered sharpener. It's pretty neat. I'll have to show it to you in a different video when I do a video of me sharpening the blades. But it's like a weed whacker that's cut down, and it's you can put a sanding disc on it. And so it works really good for in the field if I don't have a generator with me or anything like that. So it's pretty awesome. And like, again, just being able to call him up and be like, hey, what's going on? Haven't had this problem before. What should I do? And so that's why I went with them. There's a couple other reasons. Their mulching head design is state of the art. It's fairly different than a lot of the other ones. They actually hold a couple copyrights. I'm not sure on what. I know that they were actually suing Fecon because Fecon apparently copied too much of what they had done, so it went against their copyright. But yeah, it's awesome machine. This is the smallest model they make. It works perfect on this 74 horse machine. I've chewed all the way up to 12-inch oak trees. It takes some time, but it gets through them pretty good. On a good day, on standard density foliage, undergrowth and stuff, I can usually get through about an acre. And so, yeah, but that's pretty much a little bit about me, my company, my machine, my setup and stuff like that. I can be pretty goofy at times, so I love The Office. So you might, if you're watching my videos, you might get a couple Office references. And if you do, you like them, awesome. If not, sorry. This is what I do. But yeah, that's me. And stay tuned. Lots of videos to come. Like I said, next video I'm going to be filming actually here a little bit after I mow the property here is because I'm going to show how I kind of clean out the machine after a job and get all the mulch out of the belly pan and clean out the engine bay. And I'm going to get it washed up and get it ready to go for the next job. So stay tuned.